alaikum, my dear students and other viewers. I welcome you all to this video class, and today we will be discussing about Simon Commission of subject Social Science. Class is 10th. So in the last topic we were discussing about non-cooperation movement. So it was finally in February 1922 that Gandhiji withdraw this non-cooperation movement because he saw that there was violence in many places. The protesters were now becoming violent. They were using force against the Britishers. So that's why Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw, or we can say he decided to call off the non-cooperation movement, which was launched in Jan 1921. So Chauri Chaura event, or we can say the Chauri Chaura incident, which took place in, just like that, I can show you the picture of this Chauri Chaura event. This is the picture of Chauri Chaura event. Chauri Chaura, it's in the United Province. At that time, UP was called as the United Province. So Chauri Chaura is the place that is in the UP. So you can see how protesters who were trying to block the entrance of some wine shops or liquor shops, they here burned the police station. It is said that they killed as many as 22 policemen there. And so when Gandhiji saw this event, so he decided to call off the movement in February 1922. So finally, February 1922, Gandhiji decided to call off the movement. So when this situation was very tense in India, the Indian National, some of the leaders of the Indian National Congress, particularly the two main leaders, that is C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru, they formed a party within the Congress, within the Indian National Congress, and that party is called as the Swaraj Party. And in this Swaraj Party, they argued for a return to the council politics. They wanted to participate in the council elections, and they believe that in participating in these council elections, we can solve our problems on the table. But there were two more important young leaders within the Congress, within the Indian National Congress, namely Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose. They were not willing to participate in the council elections. Rather, they hardly pressed for the full independence. They wanted to gain full independence, complete independence from the Britishers. So during this period, one more problem we can see in 1930s, that there was a worldwide economic depression. So we have already discussed this worldwide economic depression in chapter number 3 during our formal schooling. So we saw there that due to this depression, the agricultural prices dramatically fell down, which become difficult for the peasants to sell their harvest, and in the same way to pay revenue to the Britishers, to their landlords. So moving forward, and we have to focus mainly in this lecture on Simon Commission. So Simon Commission was a commission which was set up in 1927 in Britain, and this commission was headed, or we can say the chairman of this commission was Sir John Simon. So on his name, the commission was named as Simon Commission. So in 1927, Simon Commission was set up. It was set up to look the functioning of the constitutional system in India and to suggest some change in it. But there was a problem when this Simon Commission was made. The problem was that all of the members of this commission were British, were the whites. There were as many as 7 members, but all of them were the Britishers, and not a single Indian member was made as the member of this commission. So when this Simon Commission arrived in India in 1928, so in 1928, the Simon Commission arrived in India, but there was a great anger among the Indians because they saw that in this commission there is not a single Indian member in this commission. So this commission was greeted with slogans. There was demonstration, there was protest all over India. People came in the streets, people came through the stairs with a banner in their hands showing the slogan that is "Go Back Simon." Everybody was shouting a common slogan that is "Go Back Simon." So the Simon Commission was protested all over India. And in this demonstration, in this protest, all the political parties rather in India participated in this demonstration, including Indian National Congress and Muslim League as well. So Lord Irwin, who was the Viceroy of the British India at that time, he decided to give an offer to the Indians on October 1929. And in this offer, he promised Indians for a dominant states for India, in future. And he offered a round table conference. But this Lord Irwin's offer could not satisfy the Indian National Congress, the leaders of the Indian National Congress, especially the more extremists. But the moderates or the liberal-minded moderates were willing to accept the offer. They were willing to participate in the council elections. They were willing to work with the Britishers on the table. But as far as the extremists are concerned, it did not satisfy them. This offer they didn't pay any heed to this offer. So finally, in December 1929, a Lahore session of the Congress took place in Lahore. That's why this called as a Lahore session of Congress. So in this Lahore session of Congress, at that time, this Lahore session was presided by Jawaharlal Nehru. So Jawaharlal Nehru formulated the demand of Purna Swaraj. Purna Swaraj means complete independence. And in that session, it was decided that 26th of Jan 1930 would be celebrated as Independence Day.